want to be clear that about the fact that the need for AI and machine learning existed long before pandemic came into being. But as we all know, it accelerated as soon as the demand for contactless and continuous human interaction escalated. As we all know, 2020 witnessed the highest spike of usage of digital platforms to enhance not just the communication, but other key sectors like health, safety, security, education, manufacturing, shopping, lifestyle. But many businesses were not equipped for a complete digital shift, and they have suffered as a result of that. So let's look at some of this in detail. The first roadblock most companies faced was the employees trying to cope up with the sudden lack of human interaction. While working from home once or twice a week or during personal emergency was considered a luxury in the past, doing it indefinitely came with its own set of problems. Most employees found it difficult to stay indoors for days and weeks on end, while some found it hard to be around family 24/7. Others had difficulty with extended solitude without any interaction. Additionally, working from home is not the same as being in the same room with your colleagues during brainstorming sessions or team meetings, which in turn led to a lot of confusion and miscommunication. The second pandemic-related escalation we faced was during lack of supervision. No matter how many stand-up calls you have in a day, it will never be the same as being present in the office and monitoring the work of your direct reports in real time. Another issue connected to this was or is the lack of motivation in employees. When there is no positive or negative affirmation coming for your work, it is natural to get stuck in a rut. Employees tend to fall in a comfort zone when they know that there is no one to appreciate them or give them feedback on their performance. 2020 was also a year during which employees experienced a lot of anxiety and stress. You would think that without the hassle of getting ready for work or commuting to office, employees have it easy. But the truth is, when working from home, employees forget to take proper breaks or eat meals on time and are likely to be working more hours. This, along with the added pressure of pandemic, has led many employees and leaders to burnout. The third escalation came in the form of loss of talent. According to multiple sources, about 20 million people were unemployed in the US alone in the month of April due to closures of thousands of businesses. According to Washington Post, unemployment skyrocketed to 14.7% in April after 20 million people abruptly lost their jobs. That's roughly twice of what was seen during 2008 financial crisis and has been the highest unemployment level since the Great Depression. Based on Labor Department's data, 5 million job openings were lost in April alone, a 16% drop from the month before. And additionally, actual hires declined by 31% to 3.5 million. Along with this, many companies lost their top talent due to prolonged pay cuts and delayed appraisals. Even decades of progress that we made in women entering the marketplace was erased in months. Let's not forget those who lost their lives due to COVID-19 as well. In all, our economy lost what it took almost a decade to make in just a span of 60 days. Amidst all these roadblocks, technology played an indispensable role in helping businesses run somewhat normally, and a significant chunk of this credit is attributed to AI. The truth is, the world is at the threshold of AI revolution. In the recruiting industry, it's already making a huge impact. This is where applicant tracking system comes into picture. These intelligent platforms help find candidates, filter and score resumes, rank them, and even engage them throughout the interview process. By using these AI-powered platforms, companies like Unilever has been able to automate most of their legacy hiring processes. By doing so, they cut their recruiting process from 4 to 6 months down to a matter of days. Moving away from recruiting, AI is transforming workplaces across the globe. I'm sure you are aware of the Google computer program called AlphaGo, which ended up beating the world champion at Go, a Chinese board game that's much more complex than chess. This was an amazing breakthrough. This new development made many businesses wonder if AI could make better strategic moves than them in their field of expertise. If AI could outsmart the Go champion, it can also help indicate the right business approaches leaders should opt for based on the data analysis and smart prediction features. Once AI has interpreted this data, it can issue automated responses based on its finding. Here are some ways AI is already helping global businesses. It facilitates quick problem solving, increases productivity, streamline work processes, boosts marketing, sales, makes even customer service more efficient, prevent fraud, simplifies data, and inspires innovation. JP Morgan Chase is a prominent example of an organization optimized by AI integration. They use algorithms to track employees and check whether those employees are meeting the compliance regulation. There are many companies who even use AI to assess employees' experience and job satisfaction in order to predict whether that employee will stay or resign. This is a game changer in itself. 2020 made us innovate and improvise as much in a single year. It shows that how much we are capable of when faced with a crisis. According to Forrester's prediction, 2020 is going to be your year if you harness technology to enable your workforce and meet customer realities. Let's take a look at some of these trends that will change the course of business or your job this year. Given the uncertainty of the pandemic and the need for isolation, 12% of US consumers will be open to trying extended reality, which includes augmented, mixed, or virtual realities. Due to the string of unpleasant events that happened in 2020, people are more eager than before to experience happiness and comfort in a controlled environment, even if it's in a simulation. About 30% of the US firms will boost their spending on cloud, mobility, network, security, and risk assessment. As expected, remote working will continue to varying degrees even after the pandemic is over. Forrester has estimated a 300% rise in remote working as opposed to pre-pandemic era. Since the dependency on digital platform has gone up in every organization, it is no surprise that the rate of cyber crimes will escalate. 2020 might witness about 33% rise in the insider data breaches. At present, about 18 million people or employees are working from home. About 35% of the companies will be investing in conversational AI, machine learning, and hardware advances to help the workers cope and sustain, if not improve their productivity. If not for the cloud computing, working from home for an entire year would have been impossible. It is thanks to cloud apps, tools, and services that many businesses could shift to remote working model within days. So the final prediction is that the cloud infrastructure globally, the market is going to grow by 35% into a whopping $120 billion market.